Any place to go here. We'll see exactly what happened. The two cars had already gotten together by the time the cameras got there, but again, Tucker started a couple of rows in front of Tim Kading there. Both cars tumbled the inside of the racetrack. He hit the infield tire. That's exactly what happened. That's why the tire came off. He hit the infield tire.
With the right front, or no? With
well, let's see that again. He hit something down there.
Again.
To the stripe and to the green flag. We are underway at the dirt track at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Great start by David Gravel. Oh, car upside down. Sammy Swindell flipping down the front straightaway. Larson with the jump does the same maneuver to slam the door and take the lead into turns 1 and 2.
Car to the wall, upside down.
Rico Abreu in the 24, upside down.
All the food until it's gone down at the checkered flag concession stand. So if you haven't gotten something to eat, this is a good time to quickly run down. Half off at the concession stand.
Green flag racing. Oh, trouble, car upside down, flipping hard out of turn number 4. A.J. Moeller in the number 20, upside down as cars got tangled up coming to the start. Car action. Got that 360 win here in 2018. And again, another look at the accident from the speed camera on the outside of turn number 4. A.J. Moeller coming right into your living room on Dirt Vision. And man, what Ian Madsen on the outside. Oh, nearly got to go. Shane Stewart is upside down in turn 4. Shane Stewart upside down. It all broke loose in turn number 4. Take a look at the DirtVision.com replay again from that same angle, the camera on the outside of the wall in turn number 4. And Shane got over the inside berm and then got up on the left side wheels of Haasie's car. And Indy Race Parts 7. In turns 1 and 2, we get a look at the accident on the DirtVision.com replay. Bill Rose goes into turn number 1. The car just bicycles and takes off over the fence, through the billboards, and away he goes. But again, the good news, Bill, car upside down in turn 1. We've got red flag conditions on the speedway.
Up in the corner number 1, looks like he just got the nose up into the wall, and that he, in this case, is the Oklahoma.
Over that 15. Halfway home, 15 in the books and 15 to go. Car upside down hard in 3 and 4, Linton Jeffrey. Red flag conditions on the side. Shots at Parker Price. This time, Shots bicycles on the cushion, and Kerry Madsen gets into it. Madsen spins and flips out of turn 2. Red flag conditions on the speed. Tyrrell Pittman now. Car upside down, Sheldon Haudenschild in turns 1 and 2. Red flag conditions for Sheldon Haudenschild upside down between turns 1 and 2. We'll take a look at the DirtVision.com replay from the speed camera on the front stretch. Sheldon just hooked the cushion, bicycled, and turned over between turns 1 and 2. Craig Kinzer loses the right front wheel on the number 11 cane. He's upside down over here in turn number 1. Kinzer right back onto all 4 wheels, but the right front wheel coming off of that Mesilla Valley Transportation 11K as he rolled down. Car continues to be strong on the cushion in traffic now. Battling with the 35 machine into turns 1 and 2. Caution on the speedway. Marcin Macedo into the wall on the front stretch. Carson Macedo, who had been running in the second spot, had been battling for that spot with Brad Sweet. Out of turn 4. And something just broke on the steering. The car just turned hard to the left coming out of turn 4 and right into the inside. The pass on the low side. Stewart comes back at him on the top out of turn number 4. Shane Stewart and Darren Pittman race for that car upside down hard in turn number 4. King Broadman as he makes his way back to the work area. We'll take a look at the accident on the DirtVision.com monitor here. And for those at home, Kerry Madsen and Ayrton Jeniton get together. Jeniton tumbles wildly through turns 3 and 4. Madsen comes to a stop up against the outside wall near the entrance from the pit. Down to the outside of sides to the inside of Tyler Courtney. Parker Price Miller coming after the 83. Oh, trouble on the front stretch. Car sideways. The 2 of Colorado. And Brad Sweet is upside down. Unbelievable. It can happen there. Car upside down on the front straightaway. As they make their way out of turn 4. Oh, trouble in the front stretch. Car into the wall and upside down. 2 cars upside upside down. Vicious crash in turn number 1 involving the 70 of Cale Thomas and the 17W of Shane Golobic.
Before we give you the number of the Dirt Vision replay, you see them 3 wide in the middle of your screen. Golobic bumps off of Pittman coming down the front chute, gets turned sideways.
Running in the 4th position. Matt Jewell running 5th in the 09. He works the low side of the speedway, gaining ground on him. Car into the wall, upside down, vicious flip down the back straightaway. Kerry Madsen in the number 2M.
Here is the Dirt Vision replay. There you see it at the top of your screen.
Wow, gets a much better one this time. Remains in the fight for the lead as they work into turn 1.
Oh, Corey Eliason! Red flag will be coming out. Hey, Mike, as the field goes down into turn number 1, Corey Eliason had his car completely sideways, collected Brad and down the chute into the turn. Brian Brown will lead the field into turn number 2. Down the back straightaway now, Danny Dietrich. Oh, trouble back in the pack. Look out! Sammy Swindell. Oh!
Across the line. Carson now comes back underneath him. Left car. Oh, Carson Macedo gets into the slower car of Jason Sides. Keeps the engine fired and collects Sheldon Hodenshield. And now Macedo stops there. Jason Sides coming down across the racetrack. Collects Macedo, and again Macedo tries to keep the car going. Hodenshield gets into him.
Into turn number 3 they go. Reitzel edges ahead off 4, but Raymer is right there and coming back on it.
Freddie Raymer slide on trouble behind them. Cars getting together. Hunter Schoenberger car upside down over in turn number 4. Red flag conditions on the speedway. If he had ever run a sprint car race here, actually if he had ever raced at Williams Grove Speedway, one more look at the dirtvision.com replay, and you can see just the car gets sideways on Logan Wagner. And everybody else comes piling in. No place for Schoenberg to go. Baylog gets out of it. Kyle Reinhardt was actually the first to make contact with Logan Wagner. He wide for the lead out of turn 2. Still some car upside down. Red flag conditions on the speedway. Car upside down in turns 1 and 2. Meanwhile, we get a look at the action on the dirtvision.com replay. Oh, Darren Pittman got into Sheldon Hodenshield in between turns 1 and 2. The car gone up the racetrack and into the wall. And the Madman continues his charge now up to 6th from 22nd. Caution on the speedway. Oh, trouble. Big time trouble on the back straightaway. Gio Selzy slowed. Darren Pittman had no place to go. 3rd. Last night at the side speedway on the last lap when the rear gears were stripped on that car. And we look at the replay on dirtvision.com, just catching the end on dirtvision.com replay. Oh, definitely something broke on that car. The car just went straight up the racetrack and hard into the wall and then tipped over. Matson will lead the opening lap. Trouble behind him. A car upside down hard in turn number 4. Turns 1 and 2. Car slow. And Matson. Oh, wicked crash. In the 3rd spot, James McFadden 4th, Darren Pittman in 5th, Corey Eliason restarts 6th, Carson Macedo 7th, Donnie Schatz 8th, Brent.
Robbie Kendall, oh, they nearly get together, and they do in turn number 1. Trouble in turn 1. That'll bring out the caution. Lucas Wolf and Robbie Kendall getting together as they raced into turn number 1. Banging wheels left. Oh, car slowing and one upside down in the middle of 3 and 4. Kerry Madsen slows, and Sheldon Hodenshield with no place to go gets upside down on the top side of the racetrack. The Dirt Vision replay coming up here as you take a look at the field. Kerry Madsen slowing, and then Sheldon coming around the top side of the race.
Logan Schuhart working to the inside of him. And we've got a problem on the backstretch. Car into the wall and a wheel rolling down the backstretch into turn 3. Out of the 4th corner. Car upside down. It's your leader. Sheldon Hodenshield is upside down in turns 1 and 2. The race leader bringing out the red flag. To all corners of the number 17. We take a look at the replay here on dirtvision.com. And Sheldon just gets up over the cushion going into turns 1 and 2, gets into the wall and takes a wild ride upside down multiple times. But Sheldon Hodenshield just up over the cushion, entering turn 1 and into the wall. And the power down the front stretch to the high side. Casey Kane looking to go around him. He does. He makes the pass and a wicked pedal down the backstretch. Contact. Brad Sweet is upside down. Wicked flip down the back straightaway. Contact sends Brad Sweet tumbling end over end. And red flag conditions on the speedway. Sweet's car got upside down. We'll take a look at the dirtvision.com replay right now. Sweet got up the racetrack in turn number 2. And then Anthony Macri, a little out of shape in the midpoint of the back straightaway, gets into Sweet, and then Brad Sweet just end over end multiple times in a crash that went a long, long, long way. And again, fantastic to see Brad Sweet climb out of the... And again, the look from the drone on the replay. Good news, the Big Cat walking away from a heavily damaged Napa number 49. Away. Ian Matson to the inside, Jacob Allen to the inside, bicycles and turns over. Jacob Allen upside down. Looks like everybody able to avoid contact, and heartbreak once again for the driver of the Shark Racing number 1A. Got a fantastic for the driver of the Shark Racing number 1A. Got a fantastic restart. We look at the dirtvision.com replay here in the booth. The car just started to bounce on him when he went into turn 1. Got up on the side wheels and turned over. Boy, close call for Sheldon Hodenshield and Casey Kane, who were able to squeeze at it on the dirtvision.com replay. And yeah, something definitely broke on that car. That car turned straight to the right and up into the wall.